Param Vijate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Total Victory of Hare Krishna. Today it is me, Isabella, your host again. I was your host yesterday and I'm again your host today. Today, as you can see on the screen, we are doing Bhagavad-gītā chapter 4 verse 17. Everything seems to be rhyming. That is interesting. Yeah, so let's get into it. Karmaṇo hi api boddhavyam cha vikarmaṇaḥ, akarmaṇaś cha boddhavyam, gahanā karmaṇo gatiḥ. Karmaṇa, working order, he, certainly, api, also, boddhavyam, should be understood, boddhavyam, to be understood, cha, also, vikarmaṇaḥ, forbidden work, akarmaṇaḥ, inaction, cha, also, boddhavyam, should be understood, gahanā, very difficult, karmaṇaḥ, working order, gatiḥ, to enter into. Okay, translation. The intricacies of action are very hard to understand, therefore one should know properly what action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction is. Purport. If one is serious about liberation from material bondage, one has to understand the distinctions between action, inaction, and unauthorized actions. One has to apply oneself to such an analysis of action, reaction, and perverted actions, because it is a very difficult subject to matter. I cannot speak. My gosh, I can't read anymore. To understand Kṛṣṇa consciousness and action according to the modes, one has to learn one's relationship with the Supreme, i.e., one who has learned perfectly knows that every living entity is the eternal servitor of the Lord, and that consequently, one has to act in Kṛṣṇa consciousness. The entire Bhagavad-gītā is directed toward this conclusion. Any other conclusions against this consciousness and its attendant reactions are vikarmas, or prohibitive actions. To understand all this, one has to associate with authorities in Kṛṣṇa consciousness and learn the secret from them. This is as good as learning from the Lord directly, otherwise even the most intelligent person will be bewildered. Okay, let's go on to the changes. Text 17. Okay, not many changes. It's okay. It's okay. Not gonna... I hate changes. Everybody knows, if you've watched this before, you'll know Isabella hates changes. Isabella is not good at understanding changes and does not know how to explain changes, because I don't know what's going on, honestly. It's like, Okay, so, first change. Okay, do we have the original manuscript? Let me check the original manuscript. Yes. Purport for 17. Okay, so it's a bit confusing here, but there we are, 17. Okay, so, instead of to understand Kṛṣṇa consciousness and action according to the modes, it has been changed to understand Kṛṣṇa consciousness and action according to its modes. The modes of Kṛṣṇa consciousness, its modes, Kṛṣṇa consciousness modes, and action in Kṛṣṇa consciousness, according to the modes. So the modes. It splits it into two, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know changes, man. I can't do changes. They annoy me. Okay. Well. Okay. So, let's go check the original manuscript. That original... Alright, let's go. Show. Ian Daniel, that original manuscript page is messy. Correct, it is. Because we have text number 17, then we have number 16, and then we have... But they didn't put the purport or the purport for 17, so 17 is actually here. So it's very confusing. But, we can work with that. It may take a while and a little bit of time and understanding, but, we can work with it. Oh my gosh. And what an action is. Okay, let's go down to the purport. And, alright, wait. Understand Kṛṣṇa consciousness and act according to the modes in the original manuscript. And act... Is that an N? Sorry guys. I just need to check. I'm like blind. Act according to the modes, and the original is act according to the modes, and then it's good. Is that an it's or an act or a the? I can't read that. According to... What's that? This is a 2, you can see. What's this? Huh. What's that? I read Taz, but it's maybe? I don't know. Alright, sorry guys. According to the modes. Well, either way, I think it should be kept as the original, you know? Prabhupada didn't authorize this. Why are you going to change Prabhupada's books, man? I think it's act according to the modes. Yeah, it looks like that. It does. Like, you can see the over here, okay, act according to... Yeah, okay, it's actually according to the modes. I agree. Maybe I'm just blind. I think I might just be blind. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure Jayadvaita Swami said he was changing the books to take it closer to the original manuscript and to correct spelling mistakes and punctuation and blah, 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 all that stuff. But, as you can see over here, Bro didn't take it closer to the original manuscript. And the original does make sense, but let's see if he gives an explanation why. Do you give an explanation, Mr. Jayadvaita Swami? According to its modes. Okay, we do. Oh, wait, let's first check out these. Matsya karma means work or action, and karmaṇaḥ means of work or of action. Okay. Matsya gatiḥ is a noun. You know what? Let's give a hand, let's have a little appreciation for Matsya because how Sanskrit is such a difficult language to learn. Oh my gosh. Like, you read it and you're like, I have no clue what this is. And then karma and karmaṇaḥ, and then there's just so much stuff. I don't know why I'm waffling here. I don't know what I'm saying, but okay, we can look at that. J. Swami. Original manuscript, Kṛṣṇa consciousness and to act in such modes. Understand Kṛṣṇa consciousness and to act in such modes. Let's see if that's actually in the original manuscript. Kṛṣṇa consciousness and to act in such modes. Oh, the bit that's crossed out is to act in such modes. But clearly someone's been over this and been like, act according to its modes. Okay. I think we're going to have to get the mystical ghost. If you don't know who the mystical ghost is, you'll see soon. Alright, should I get the mystical ghost? I don't know. So they went to the original manuscript that hadn't been edited by, I am assuming that's Hayagriva Das, who was writing over it to get to the Macmillan version. So yeah, I think we're gonna need the mystical ghost for this one. I'm gonna have to go get the mystical ghost. Bear with me, I'll be back. Mystical ghost, we need you. I need you. I mean, I don't know. So, okay, we're back with the mystical ghost. So over here, they say they've changed this action according to the modes, and J. Swami says original manuscript, Kṛṣṇa consciousness, and to act in such modes.
Yeah.
Now, the original manuscript does say that, but it's crossed out and stuff is written over the top.
Mm-hmm.
So, did he actually take it closer to the original manuscript, or? So he did, but why is there stuff on here?
Well, that's Hayagriva's editing.
Hayagriva.
All the way around.
So they really took it close to the original. They didn't take it close. Well, actually, no.
Well, he called the original manuscript the typed part. That's what he.
The type part. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure because if he was taking it closer, and then he was actually referencing the written parts, it'd be what are you on, bro? Yeah. Okay. Mystical. Okay. If you didn't know who the mystical ghost is, it will stay like that. Have fun. You're not gonna know. The mystical ghost is the person who is very good at understanding this stuff and is good at these classes. Yeah. Okay. Otherwise known as Siddhapati Das. He's literally, he's the mystical ghost. Okay. I told you in the end. Next thing. One who has learned perfectly knows that every living entity is the eternal servitor of the Lord has been changed to one who has learned perfectly knows that every living entity is an eternal servitor of the Lord is the eternal servitor. One who is known perfectly is the eternal servitor. So the eternal servitor of the Lord, like forever serves the Lord. The eternal servitor of the Lord. Okay, and an eternal servitor of the Lord would make it seem like there is more, which there are more people who have learned perfectly and know that every living entity is the eternal servitor of the Lord, is an eternal. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Right, give me a sec. My brain needs to wrap itself around this. Okay, so the original Macmillan, the one on the left, you can see up here it says Macmillan, just in case you don't know that. And then there's the one that the second edition over here on the right. So in this one, in the Macmillan one, it makes it seem like there's one in a way. Like, if you get what I mean, maybe not. I'm not the best at English class. Oh, oops. Changing the to an and works to make sense. I think it does too. Like, there is more than one eternal servitor of the Lord. For example, Srimati Radharani. Or like the Cowherd Boys in Goloka Vrindavan. Like, I understand why they changed it to an. Let's see what it says in the original manuscript. Is eternal servitor of the Lord. So originally there wasn't a word there. It was just every living entity is eternal servitor of the Lord. Okay. And what's his name? Hayagriva Das, the one who was editing, changed it to is the eternal servitor of the Lord. And then who is calling me? Sorry, somebody is calling me. Wait. Sorry, can't talk right now. Okay. Okay. So the original manuscript, it's just entity is eternal servitor of the Lord. Let's see if they give a reason why they changed it to. Is the and did you give an explanation? Original manuscript actions. Okay, so I'm kind of confused now. But I personally understand why they changed it to an, because there's more than just one eternal servitor of the Lord. Like, Srila Prabhupada was a servitor of the Lord, Srimati Radharani. There are many. Prahlad Maharaj. Not my brother Prahlad. Prahlad Maharaj. The OG Prahlad Maharaj. I mean, Prahlad could be an eternal servitor of the Lord. I don't know. Ask him if you want to know. Yeah. That change is, in my opinion, okay, but then again, they didn't exactly do what Prabhupada wanted. I hate these ones where it, like, makes sense, but then, like, it's kind of like, should you have actually done that even though it makes sense? It annoys me when that happens, because I don't know how to explain that. In my eyes, it makes sense. Maybe it wouldn't in Srila Prabhupada's. We don't know. I mean, we might know. There might be like a class out there or something that Srila Prabhupada gave. But I don't know. I'm going to assume you don't know. You might know. I don't know. I don't know if you know. And you know that I don't know, though. Okay. That was just a ton of words. Okay. So we're going to peacefully move on from that change, because I do not want to address that change because it's a confusing change. All right. Next change. Oh. Against this consciousness and its attendant reactions of vikarmas or prohibitive actions has been changed to against this consciousness and its attendant actions of vikarmas or prohibited actions. So reactions has been changed to actions, and prohibitive has been changed to prohibited. Okay. Okay, these ones annoy me even more. Oh, no. No, sorry. I just really don't like changes. They annoy me so much. It's like, how do I explain this? I already told you guys earlier. Sorry. Attendant reactions or vikarmas. So, let's read the whole sentence, because it makes more sense when you read the whole sentence, and I just went from a comma. So, Let's read the whole sentence, guys. Any other conclusions? So previously he was just talking about how like the Bhagavad-gītā is directed so people know that every living entity is the eternal servitor of the Lord. Ian Daniel. Actions is a creative act. I ain't got no clue what that means. I don't. Sorry. Actions is a creative act. Yep, sorry. I don't get that. Who is Ian Daniel, man? I need to see who this person is. Like, I'm gonna go onto my Facebook and like see. Let's see. It's coming. Ah! Scary. Sorry. Okay, I probably shouldn't do that. Alright, so attendant reactions, attendant actions. Oh, let's just go see the original manuscript. Where are you? Cursor. Oh, you're over there. Sorry. We'll just okay. Can I move the page? No. Yeah. Okay, it kind of cuts off over here. Actually, no, it doesn't. But give me a sec. The Bhagavad-gītā is directed towards this conclusion. Any other conclusions against this consciousness? And it's what is that word? And it's something actions, but then there's a little thing saying re. Re. Oh my gosh, that's very 2020. Okay. No, I don't like this at all. And it's reactions. Okay. So attendant reactions against this consciousness and its attendant reaction. So attendant reaction. Sorry, I'm trying to understand English right now. Oh my gosh. I've like lost all my knowledge now. It's gone forever. Bye bye in the wind. It's flowing away somewhere that way. Someone can pick it up on a road. Attendant reactions. Okay. Oh no. Attendant reactions. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. I may be wrong. There is a 90% chance that I'm wrong with this, but the least we can do is give it a try. I sound like an adult. Attendant reactions. Okay. I've read the whole sentence now. I understand it. Sort of. Against this consciousness. So any other conclusions that aren't, the conclusion of what it's meant to be as stated previously in the purport. And the attendant reactions, the reactions of the conclusion are vikarmas or prohibitive actions. If you get that. I don't get it myself. And that's been changed to any other conclusions against the consciousness that was said previously in the purport, and its attendant actions, the actions that you do in attendance with whatever, I don't know, are vikarmas or prohibited actions. So those actions are prohibitive, not prohibitive. Prohibitive, wait, I'm just going to do a little, look up prohibitive. Forbidding or restricting something. Forbidding or restricting something. I think the language was just changed. I think that's just a change in language from the prohibitive to prohibited. Okay, let's go check a reason. Original manuscript actions. Let's go check original manuscript actions. Correct. It was action. So they did take it closer. So good on you, Chad Swami, for doing what you said you'd do. The original manuscript says prohibitive, but prohibitive means serving or tending to prohibit or forbid something, which is clearly not what Srila Prabhupada intended. And so, though the revision is not marked here, I changed prohibitive to prohibited. Okay. That's enough changes for me to... Prohibited is past tense. It is. You need Prahlad for this, man. This type of class needs Prahlad. They're like, oh, it's past tense, it's future tense, it's blah, blah, blah. Bro, I can barely understand what is the difference between an adjective and a noun. That's a joke. I can't understand what is the difference between an adjective and a noun. Okay. How about we go on to the next change, because I am not going to deal with that change anymore. I've already spent it's been 90 minutes. Lol, you're doing great. Oh, thanks. Thank you, Ian Daniel. I do not know who you are, but I will be checking into it later. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that change. I've spent like maybe 10 minutes on it now, which is a bit too long, and I still have more to do. Usually I like to keep my classes 30 minutes or under, but if we're going on along this track, I'm not doing that well. So, yeah. All right, let's move on to the next change. Otherwise, even the most intelligent person will be bewildered. Otherwise, even the most intelligent persons, plural, will be bewildered. So, the most intelligent person, one, persons, two, or more, whatever, blah, 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 plural. Ian Daniel. I know Cedar Party from Brisbane. Oh, cool. The mystical ghost. Mystical ghost. Yeah, mystical ghost, cool. Okay. Okay, so as you can see in here, it's more plural, I'd say. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like more people. So instead of the eternal servitor, it's been changed to an, which means there's more than just one. And persons is more than just one, than just person. So, okay, it's been changed to a bit more of more people. Okay, sorry. I'm waffling again. If you don't know what waffling means, it means talking unnecessarily. I think. Search it up. I don't know. Otherwise, the most intelligent person will be persons. All right, let's just go check the original manuscript. Even the most intelligent person will be bewildered. So they did not take it closer to the original manuscript. Wow. Okay. Okay, sure. I can't really like judge or criticize, even though I do sometimes. Because like these guys know English. They know the English language well. They like studied it or whatever. They went through high school, whatever. I'm not done high school, so I can't really judge when it comes to the English part. But I still do. So that's not good. All right, let's go back to meaning and contemporary application. Another part of the classes that I do not like. I like the class. Truly, I do. I like the Te Reo Māori part because I can do that one. Probably because it's easy. But I don't like this part because it gets more philosophical. How do I say it? Philosophical? Yeah, maybe, no. So the intricacies of action. So the intricacies of action, the little nooks and crannies in action, all the fine details that you need to know of action are very hard to understand. It's very hard to understand what action, inaction, and unauthorized actions are. I mean, unauthorized actions, I feel like it's easier to understand because, it's like, just don't do that. Okay, sure. Easy. Therefore, one should know properly what action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction is. The intricacies of action are very hard to understand. Okay, hard to understand. So someone should know what action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction is. Okay. Maybe it's just me, but I don't get it. I mean, I sort of do. It's like, action is very hard to understand, so you should know what action is. It's like, okay, but isn't it very hard to understand? I've read the Bhagavad-gītā, man. I should know this. I was like analyzing up to the 5th chapter, and then I was like, oh no. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. We may have to call the mystical ghost in here. The mystical ghost. The mystical ghost is in the kitchen right now. Talking. I can hear him. Going mystical, speaking in mystical ghost language or whatever. Oh, to mum. Okay. That's waffling. Didn't need to say that. So action is very hard to understand, but you should know properly what is action, what is inaction, and what inaction is to forbidden action. Sorry, not inaction and inaction again. But so you should know it so you understand it. You understand what is right, what is wrong, what's just being plain lazy or whatever. That's the best I can do. I'm sorry. I really am. You might think something different of it. You may be like, actually, it means this. Okay, sure. Comment it. Say hi. Say, I think this means this. And then maybe I will agree with you. I probably will agree with you because, My explanation isn't very good. So, yeah, I'm better at contemporary applications. Actually, no, I'm really bad at contemporary applications. That's a lie. So it takes me like a minute or two to think of a contemporary application. No, that's subjective. Sorry. Speaking out loud. I was about to do something about like you should study hard to find out what is morally right and wrong, but for each person, morally right and wrong is subjective because some people think murder is okay, other people don't. It's a personal opinion. And Daniel. Hello. I think it means you should not what is right to do, and we all generally know what is wrong. Does that mean to be a no? You should not what is right to do. You should know what is right to do, and we all generally know what is wrong. Sure. I'll take it. Oops. Oh no, I ripped it off. Oh, where is it? Sorry, I just broke my bracelet. Oh, that's sad. Oops. No, not. Okay. Thought so. I was like, is that a typo, though? It was a typo, indeed. I wonder who's watching. I'm going on a little tangent here, but I'm always wondering, like, who is watching? Because I can see who is watching when they comment. But it's not on my account, so I can't see who has viewed it. So I'm always like, I want to see, like, in the moment, who is watching and, like, how long have they been on for, or who has liked or whatever. I can see who has liked it, technically. But, yeah. Okay, moving on. All right, so the intricacies of action are very hard to understand. So let's say you have, we're pulling something out of thin air here, but let's say you have a person on a surgical table. You are a surgeon, you are doing surgery on them. It's heart surgery, open heart surgery on their aorta. They have 3 kids and they work 3 jobs to sustain their family. That is my story. This is just the base of the story. Now, you need to do there are 3 options in the surgery. Now, this person's starting to go downhill. Their heart rate's going all over the place. Their blood pressure's going up, down, and all around in a spiral. And they are losing a lot of blood, more than you would expect. Maybe they have hemophilia, which is a disease which makes your blood clot less. You don't know. You should have known that before, though. You're a surgeon. Like, okay. But bear with me. Now, option number 1, close the person's heart up, like, right then and there. Like, just close them up and be like, oh no. Ian Daniel, geez, right? When doing examples, try doing an example from your life instead of something conceptual. Now I have to go back through my, like, files in my brain and be like, pull this out. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay. Time to do something from my life. That's scary. So, we're going to pull something from school because that's the easiest to do. So, you have a question on a English test for reading when you're in year 9, which is the equivalent to grade 8, I think, in the US and Australia, maybe? I'm not sure. Okay. And you have 3 answers. Now, one is the right answer, obviously. One is the wrong. One is a mid answer that, you know, is a bit iffy, but is obviously still wrong. And then there's an answer where it's like, you choose this answer. Yeah, no. It's like one of the answers is, what is, let's say there was a short story about a surgeon who was in open heart surgery and it was on his aorta, on a guy's aorta. And, sorry, someone texted me. And I'm still doing conceptual technically, am I? Because I can't remember the questions from my English test. I don't want to remember the questions from my English test. I don't like my English tests. They're annoying. So what's the... We're just going to do a random ass test. So science test. It says name an element from the first 20 in the periodic table. Now, one of the right answers would be hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, magnesium, whatever, all of that stuff. Okay, so that is definitely the right answer. Now, one that is kind of on the... It's from the periodic table, but it's still a no because it's not in the first 20 is... Sorry, let me think. Iron? Yeah, iron. Oh, lead. Let's put lead. So, lead. So it's on the periodic table, but it's not really there. And then there's a third answer, which is grass, which is obviously wrong. So that's the forbidden action. The grass is the forbidden action. The one that's wrong, but it's still on the periodic table, is inaction. And the one that is right in the first 20 of the periodic table is action. I am bringing this from my real life. Can't remember if that's a question or something like that. Haribol Rawari. Haribol to YouTube. Says Rawari. Haribol to YouTube Rawari. That is my contemporary application. Have fun with that. I'm moving on because I do not like this. Let's go to the tereo because it is my favorite part. My session is expired. Calm down, sis. Bhagavad-gītā te Maori. 3 point... Okay, no, not typing. Okay, be like that. No, still not typing. Typing now. Good. It's typing. Maybe the keyboard's not connected. Okay. So we are now going to watch the translation from the ChatGPT 4. Alright. The Te Reo Māori translation. He uawa te marama ki ngā āhuatanga waka ki te ngā o te mahi. Nā reira me mōhio tika koe ki he aha te mahi. He aha te mahi kaore e wakaetia. Me he aha te kore mahi. Alright, let's cross-reference this with the other thing to make sure that it is right. Because sometimes ChatGPT will decide to put some random words in there because it doesn't know what it is. For example, yesterday, let's look at yesterday's verse. Even the intelligent are bewildered. But in the cross-reference, it said, the wise ones also understand. It's like, bewildered and understanding is definitely not the same. I see how you can, like, sort of get that, but, you know, it's a bit goofy. All right, let's wait for ChatGPT to do her thing. If you're wondering why I'm referring to ChatGPT as a her, it's because you give impersonal objects personal things, and because it's fun. I don't know. I just do it. It's difficult to understand the intricacies of action. Therefore, you must correctly know what is action, what is prohibited action, and what is inaction. Okay, same thing, basically. All right, let's do the word by word. Load, please. Word by word translation using the M- pattern. Here is a uawa, hard, difficult, te the marama, understand, comprehend, ki to, towards, ngā the plural marker, āhuatanga, intricacies, complexities, wakakitenga of manifestation, of expression, or of te the mahi, action, activity, na therefore reira, so then, me should, mohio, no, tika properly, correctly, que you, ki to, about, he aha, what is, te the mahi, action, activity, he aha, what is, te the mahi, action, kaore, not none, e is a, wakaetia, allowed, permitted, me and he aha, what is, te the kore mahi, inaction, non-activity. Let us put this into the, oh, scary, into the thing that makes it into a poem, because we like poems. I don't know. Do I like poems? I don't think I like poems, but I can live with a poem. Alright. He uawa te wakakitenga o te mahi e. Ngaio hunuku āhuatanga rere ke. Mohio tika e hoa ki te mahi pai, ki te kaore me te kore mahi ai. Let's translate that and see what it actually says, because sometimes the poems will be a completely different thing. Oh, no, that's wrong. Wrong one. Please paste. Thank you. Wee. Difficult it is to discern actions' way, subtle, elusive, it tends to sway. Know rightly, my friend, what actions to take, the forbidden and the stillness in its wake. That's a nice poem. That is a nice poem. Okay. All right, let's go. First read the te reo, then the Sanskrit, then the English, and then I will sign off for the night. I lost the foot roller. There's a random ass foot roller here, and I just like fiddle with it, I guess, with my feet. And okay, so he uawa te marama ki ngā āhuatanga wakakitenga o te mahi. Nā reira, me mohio tika koe ki he aha te mahi. He aha te mahi kaore e wakaetia, me he aha te kore mahi. In Sanskrit, it is karmaṇo hi api boddhavyam cha vikarmaṇaḥ, akarmaṇaś cha boddhavyam gahanā karmaṇo gatiḥ. Translation: the intricacies of action are very hard to understand. Therefore, one should know properly what action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction is. Okay, guys, I will be signing off for the night now. Hope you guys have an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night. I will see you on Thursday? Sorry, I have assigned days. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So, yeah. Who's on the class tomorrow? I'm not sure who's on the class tomorrow. Let me check the schedule. Tomorrow you will have Sitapati, the mystical ghost, as your class host. Not class host. I don't know what's going on. Alright, so, Bhaktarawari, you will definitely learn te reo Māori more, and in the future you will be fluent. Hare Kṛṣṇa Māori ora. Thank you. Māori ora to you too, Bhaktarawari says. Ngā tai. Thank you. I'm doing a te reo course in school to hopefully be fluent by year 13, which is 3 years away. Woo, cool. Thank you so much. Ian Daniel. Love your work, Isabela. Have a good night. Have a good night too, Ian Daniel. Thank you for saying you love my work. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for all the comments and the likes and the appreciation. Thank you, Ian Daniel, for helping me and so giving me like a little thumbs up in the middle of the class. Well, you're doing great. Thank you very much. Okay. Param Vijayate Sri Kṛṣṇa Sankirtanam. Total world victory of Hare Kṛṣṇa. Isabella is signing off for the night.